Yeah, Pete, it's gonna be a little quick video. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but it's just on my mind, I guess. I might as well get it out since I didn't stream tonight. Or at least not yet. I might stream after this video, or I might record music. I don't know yet, but yeah, bro. Just been thinking about some things, and I figured I'd just start talking about independence, bro. You know what I mean? Like being able to stand on your own, like have your own thoughts, have your own confidence in your own ability, whatever you're given as an individual, whether you can, wow, all right. I wasn't even going that hard, bro. I'm over here doing a monologue, whooping your ass, and you rage quit. That's insane, bro. Wait, just wait till you see this,
Let's
bro.
do this!
But anyway, yeah, man. As I was saying, it's like I feel like in this realm,
The
whatever you
more
want to call this
intense the
life,
battle,
a lot of
further
people
my limits are
they
pushed.
show a form of fear when it's expressed through dependency. Like, and dependency comes in a lot of different ways. Like a lot of people, they can't imagine not living in a house. A lot of people can imagine not having Wi-Fi, a phone, just a lot of stuff that we didn't used to have. I guess as people in this realm, at one point, you get to a point where it's like comfort kind of becomes like your crutch, you know, and it comes in a lot of different ways. Knowledge, like what you know. A lot of people don't really learn anything after school, after you graduate or after you get out of school even. It's just like learning stops, it's like you kind of got everything figured out, you feel, therefore it's just like nothing really new is coming to your mind to really like evolve you, bro. Like I feel like at every point in my life, at some point, it's not really like a checkpoint, like a video game, like something I can measure, but I feel like I've gone through like a breakthrough, like every time in my life. The closest thing I can relate it to, like game wise, is like a Zenkai boost. Like I've had to go through my lowest low in order to get to a new high. Like I had to really like go through some shit. Not like on no crazy crap, but just like hardship. Like a lot of stuff a lot of people would complain about in life and let it defeat them. I kind of had to go through stuff like that to be like, damn, like I went through that before, and now I can say like, I've been through worse because I feel like, a lot of people chase a consistency in this life. They want to chase like the good life, no Kanye shit, you know what I'm
Goku,
saying?
if I can't
Welcome
change
to
my
the good
future,
life, like some shit
maybe we
like
can
that.
save
Like
the
we ain't
past.
talking about that. Like we talking about like
Yeah, and everything you
peace.
told me, I'll fight to
I'm not
save
talking
our
about
future.
my fault. I was talking about their dialogue and shit, but yeah, I'm talking about an internal peace that's not material. Like a lot of people, whenever we talk about like what a good life is, they think about, oh yeah, like man, having a whole bunch of money, bro, or like yeah, bro, when I get this, I get that. I'm trying to, my whole point in me making all the videos that I make, saying all the things that I say sometimes, like is trying to get people to think outside of this uh I don't know what people consider this. I don't know a general way to say this, but it's I feel like this reality is not supposed to be like, you know, the end all be all. Like I don't really look forward to much, and that's not on anything depressing, but it's just like, things are way more, how could I say, like filled with potential whenever I was a kid, bro. Just because like I wasn't told what this was, what that was, what I could do, what I can't do. It was just like everything was, dude, you know, the world was at my fingertips, bro. And then like just depending on your environment, just depending on the people you have in your ear, will really depend on how far you go in life. Like, if you feel like you don't have a good friend group, if you feel like a lot of people doubt your ability, doubt your potential, it could really, it could really impact where you end up in your life. Because a lot of people tend to end up not believing in themselves just because of what they're told at a young age. It really forms, you know, what they do when they're older, and a lot of people don't realize it. They tend to tuck stuff like that when we're supposed to learn stuff. We're supposed to learn stuff like that, but in a way, it becomes trauma because it's undesirable memories. But a lot of people don't really like look at it that way. But only reason I'm talking about that is because like
Pay for this.
a lot of people look to other things, other people outside of themselves to, you know, be a solution to like what problems like these, what could come. Oh, I said it right the first time. What problems could come from things like these, you know? Like with memories like these, a lot of people are like, yeah, bro, because of this, because of what happened like that, you know, it's just affected me like this, bro. It's just like, yeah, man. So I do this because of it, or now I'm like this because of that. It's like there's always an answer to everything, bro. You know, you just gotta find it. You gotta see what is this situation trying to teach you. What is this person trying to tell you, like through their actions, type. You know what I mean? Like how you think as a person is really supposed to help you more than harm you, dog. And a lot of people limit themselves simply because of how they think, because of what other people say. But like at the end of the day, is it really gonna matter? Is what I'm trying to say. Like we all go through shit. We all hear things from everybody, and it ends up affecting us in ways that, if you think about it, it shouldn't. It really shouldn't, dog. Because then if you really think about it, you're gonna be like, damn, like why did I let this happen like that? Like why did I, you know what I mean? Like you just start to really understand like your ability is unlimited, and you just have to trust in it, bro. Because a lot of people, it's just like dependency comes in many different ways is all I can say, bro. Dependency comes in many different ways, and a lot of people have to identify it, because it's like, what is a trend? I don't believe in trends. I don't do that. I make my own ways. You know what I mean? Like I do my own thing, and you just see people follow. Like it's different following a wave versus making one, because it takes a minute, but you see it, you notice. You know what I mean? You see whenever the tides change. Like it's I'm not, you know, it's fun, it's fire, but it's, you know what I mean, it's just like you start to understand why like disciples like Jesus, he didn't want followers. A lot of people believe that's what he came here to have, or that's what he came here to be, a leader for followers, which, you know, looking at it from the face value perspective of the Bible, yes, a sheep, what is it called, a herder.
Okay?
What is that motherfucker called?
Looks like I don't know my own
God
strength.
damn. The motherfucker who lead the sheep, you know what I'm saying? What happened to them sheep? You know what I'm saying? But what does that dude do with them sheep? Them motherfuckers die. Versus a goat who does his own thing. They got you looking at the goat like it's something bad. You have to be your own leader, because if you're a follower,
If I can't
you're
change
gonna
my
depend on
future,
someone to lead
maybe
you
we can
wherever
save
they
the
desire
past.
you to go. And a lot of people do
Yeah.
that. And
With
it doesn't
everything
really
you
get
told
them in the
me,
places they want to
I'll
be.
fight to
It's
save
just
our
whoever is
future.
guiding them. You're building their goal, not yours, bro. And I'm just saying, because it goes like it's on so many levels, bro. Like even how the internet works, how society works. Like who knows? Like even the very things you talk about, the very things you entertain, that could be a part of somebody else's idea, which could be beneficial or sinister. But I'm an energy person. So I feel like if it's not bringing me peace, that's not something I need to be around at the end of the day. And a lot of things, what used to bring me peace as a kid, that was only because I didn't understand the world back then. I didn't understand, like, damn, like, motherfuckers have their way to cope. Like, that was kind of really my way to cope, you know, with the world. Like, adults have, you know, substances. We had video games, or people had movies, whatever people like to do. People had their own thing that helped them, you know, cope with reality. And it's like a lot of people, we've seen it with Call of Duty. People was like, damn, it's not the same. People see with video games like fighters like this, they're like, damn, it's not the same. You know, we're trying to run back to something that's no longer in the same state. It's like I related it to a dream, because I think that's perfect. Because I think we've all done that, where you try to go back to sleep, and go back to a dream, and it's like, nah, bro, it's up. You know, it's no do-overs. Once you're in that dream, you get out, you're done. You gotta wait, or it's never happening again. Really, is what I'm saying. Like, you gotta kind of be. I don't want to say nihilistic, nihilism, the art of just not caring. But because I know, I don't really, you know, I don't really I don't know. I don't really think people should adopt not caring, because it's just like, then you just become like, nigga, I don't even know what to call that. You just heartless at that point. Like, you don't care about anything, but just be neutral. That's a better way to put it. Like, I have read the 48 Laws of Power. I've read the Laws of Human Nature, or at least I got the points. I got the points. I did the etymology of the chapters as well, because I listened to it, fell asleep. Then I had to, like I said, get the chapters, get that down, bro. Stuff like that. That's what I've done, and that's what I do it for. I do it just for the research aspect. Hold up. Damn, that was my fault. I should have just switched out, but I do it for the research aspect, and I understand that. Hold up, let me see if I can transform. I understand now that this 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 whole thing that we call life is, it's not exactly what we think it is, because words, they don't mean what we think it means, but a lot of people just do basic definition of words. They just kind of see life for face value, like just for what people say it is. But it's just like, bro, this is why I say think for yourself, because whenever I started doing just that, a lot of people that I once considered, you know, friends, I fell out with, because I started thinking for myself, bro. Because it's really easy to think, to start crowd thinking, bro, where you start thinking like everybody else, doing what everybody else does. That's the definition of like a robot, you know, like kind of like, nah, I ain't gonna say groupie, but really that though, really that. You're just predictable. And as I said in the video that's not on this channel, which I'm probably just gonna leave it at that, because now I'm getting in topics just kind of in deep waters. Yeah, you know, this is a reality that is, you know, kind of dependent on predictability. As long as you were in, I guess, what should I say? As long as you were in a routine, a predictable routine, a harmless routine, yeah, that's what this realm desires, you know. Change it up, you know. Do your own thing, bro. Have your own wave, bro. Don't follow everybody else. Like, and this is really what I mean as well, because like I feel like a lot of people, especially when it comes to like just expression, that's really my main thing, like how people express themselves, especially through art. I've been doing music, but I wouldn't say way longer. I started making videos earlier before I started making music, but I took music way serious for a longer time. And I kind of did like, you know, flow flow stealing. I used to steal people's flow, put it on beats, and then I started getting mad when people started doing it to me. And that was whenever I started to break into my own type of sound. But yeah, I'm not trying to talk about me. I'm kind of like yapping heavy. Like, I don't know if niggas really gonna like, you know, hear what I'm saying, but yeah, just stand on your 2, bro. Is really what I'm trying to say. Stand on your 10. Matter of fact, like, I feel like I said, people are afraid to just be themselves, really like truly be. And I feel like what the new goal, whenever you have the ability to think for yourself, is to start understanding stuff for yourself. You have to relearn everything all over again. Everything you were told was for the benefit of somebody else. That's the best way I could say that, bro. Because like I said, like there's a whole other channel that I have that I'm not gonna bring here, because a part of me think it's gonna affect my numbers, and I'm not gonna say why, because I might sound crazy to some niggas here, because this is for entertainment, you know. I started that channel way back when, and I surpassed, this channel has now surpassed this, and this is my second channel, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna run it up, but I gotta, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be quiet for a bit so I could speak my shit. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that before I start going off the edge with this shit, you know what I mean? Because I know I can, but I won't. So yeah, though, like I hope, like I said, if you made it to this part of the video, you really hearing what I'm saying, because this is kind of like my passion. I really can't help but to talk about stuff like this, because, you know, it's just what I do. It's how I live. I feel like there's so much to life that we could all share about, and we could all learn from each other about. You know, it's just like, I don't even know if that makes sense, but we can learn a lot from each other. But it's just like, we gotta start acting selfless. Like I'm no Christian, but you know what I mean. That's kind of the goal. That's kind of the secret of this realm. That's why Earth is just the word heart mixed up. Just mix the letters up, and it's the same words. Yeah, you get me. You feel me? But yeah, bro. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Like, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Cause I don't wanna, like I said, bro. I'm gonna start yapping. It's late. I'm mumbling. Like I'm not trying to stay too long in the video, but yeah, bro. If y'all mess with it, let me know, bro. Like I'm gonna keep doing this regardless, cause this is kind of like what I like doing. Just doing some kind of monologue over the shit. But yeah, man, y'all be easy though. Yeah, I'll probably, you know, go live tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live like when the sun rises or like tomorrow night. I'll think about it. But yeah, bro, peace.